Hey guys, if you're watching this video, that means you're probably very much interested in this Thumbelina House project. I'm very proud of you for that because this is not just you executing what you have learned, but really putting your own personal twist to it. So if you're watching this video, we are going to go ahead and discuss what you can expect and the requirements and rubrics for this assignment. So let's go ahead and talk about these three different houses that we see. They have something in common. They all have something that we can compare the size to. Because all these weeds and plants and leaf clovers here, we already understand their scale. We have good idea how small these houses will be like. And that's the key point in having a successful Thumbelina house project. So let's go ahead and take a look at where I got these ideas from. So I was watching the Ant-Man and also Honey, I Shrunk the Kid movie, and I thought this will be a phenomenal project for you guys to for you guys to create. I mean, the whole concept of you being tiny, tiny thing, maybe less than a 1 inch, your whole world changes. And if your world changes, your house, your living space changes. And if it changes, how will it look? I want to really think about that when you design this house. So for your Thumbelina house project, you have been downsized to about 5 inches, okay? And I want you to create a house that will fit your new life. So you're going to be getting two major grades for one drawing. Okay, and your drawing needs to be at least 9 inches by 12 inches. And I'll go ahead and briefly talk about different papers that you can use that you can easily buy from Hobby Lobby. You can choose to draw interior or exterior of a house using 2 point perspective. Okay. 1 point perspective, I'm sure you guys have already mastered. And 2 point perspective is a little bit more challenging. Since we are asking you guys to add extra organic visual element that we can compare it to the size of the house, whereas we are deducting 1 point perspective technique for this assignment, but you must present your house in 2 point perspective technique. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this one. This is that classic storyline of Thumbelina, right? When you do design a house for this one, I still have a requirement for you. One is a structural element that you must include. You must have one exterior door, two windows at least, five electrical outlets, one major light source, and three light switches. I want you to definitely include visual elements that would enhance the scale of the Thumbelina house. So for an example, if we were to use a matchbox for our bed instead of an actual hand-built mattress, that's going to give us a pretty good idea as to how small your house is and how small you are. Also include different things that are outside of the house. Like we can include like grass or different types of flowers, just like what Nancy Liang did. Or we can use like a coins as your tabletop. I want you to sort of think about the surrealistic element of this assignment and enhance those surrealistic elements here to make it really unique and one of kind. You do not have to color. I want you to just really focus on outlining because a lot of these assignments will be great pathway for you to submit your artwork for competitions like Scholastic or Vase. And we haven't really taught you how to paint or shade, and we will eventually learn that. So down the road, when we do the shading, when we do watercolor, when we do different color project, we can take this project out and start sketching it in. So let's have a great contour line, just a basic outline of the assignment. And don't worry about adding shade unless you really want to. And if you do, then who am I to stop you? Now let's go ahead and talk about your rubrics. So we are going to grade same for all three assignments. Nobody's going to be having a different rubric, so keep that in mind. Your originality and uniqueness and creativity is 20%. Execution of elements of art and principles of design is 30%. Craftsmanship and presentation is 20%. And requirements and following directions are 30%. You can read a little bit about each criteria as to what we are looking for later on if you like. So let's go ahead and move on and talk about different art supplies. Now, because this has a lot of potential for future competition pieces, it's important that you get a proper paper. And if you are thinking about just doing the shading and drawing, the first option will be great. And I have made a hyperlink here so that you can go to Hobby Lobby and purchase them, or you can find this basic product on Amazon and have it delivered to you. You make that decision. Mixed media is a great paper for you to use. It's really for all different types of mediums. So if you're not sure what kind of medium you're going to use to fill it in, this will be a great paper for you. Acrylic painting, pastel, watercolor, noticed that I put pastel twice. And shading and different art medium will be great for this one. Now, this paper is bigger, but if you do find the size 9 by 12, purchase that. And if you know for sure you're going to be painting, Straightmore 400 series of acrylic paper is a great one. Okay, here's a link again. Or you can buy a canvas if you like. It's up to you. So let's go ahead and talk about the next assignment that you must complete today. This is just the overview of what it's going to look like, but I'm going to go to Schoology so that you can see what to expect. So if you go to today's folder, Perspective Major Project, we have Dumbling the House. Here is a little quick capture of what we are doing today and the requirements. Here it says option number 2, Dumbling the House PDF using Kami, complete and submit. Where can we find the Dumbling the House PDF? If you go all the way down, there is an option number 2. I want you to go ahead and right click and open with Kami. When you do open it up with a Kami, you are able to write it, insert photos. It's all something that will be much easier to do. So if you end up doing some sketches, take photo of your sketch and insert it here as well. So of course, put your name and date. Here's our quick capture of what you must include. And we have given you 4 different artists for you to research. Now, why is it important for us to watch different artists? It's important because it's always very difficult to start an idea from scratch. Let's say we are designing a chair. If somebody was to tell me, oh, go ahead and design a chair, it's going to be difficult. But if I look at 5 different chairs and Google search them and I have pretty good idea as to what I like, and then somebody was to approach me, oh, go ahead and design a chair, I will have much easier time executing that design. And that's what we're doing. We are looking at different artists who plays with the scale, okay, and create their own artwork. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different artists. I want you to go ahead and click these hyperlinks, study them, and whatever that really stands out for you, okay, and you feel like that assignment really works for you, go ahead and draw that image here. You're studying it. Now, if you go to the second page, I want you to brainstorm and illustrate items that you will be in or outside of your Dumbling the House, like items that you are going to incorporate around your house. These items will help you create an illusion that your house is of a miniature size. For an example, giant butterfly attached to your building, okay, that's bigger than your house maybe. Matchbox that is used as a bed, or a giant friend who's looking out from your window and your window is filled with her or his eye. There is a scale proportion play here for this assignment. So sort of brainstorm and sketch those items here, just capturing those sections of image that you would like to incorporate. Now, the last sketch is a rough sketch, or we call it thumbnail sketch, but we are making it really large, so it's not really thumbnail sketch. But start sketching what your final Thumbelina house is going to look like. I want to combine what you learn from the artist that you research. I want you to sort of incorporate your own unique design from question number 4, marry them, and have your own house design here. Okay. So when you're done with this one, please attach it to the form and submit it. Now, how do we attach a sketch? Take photo of your sketch, insert it here, and you can insert here photos here by, let's see, there was a function, I believe, insert image here, and you can get that photos from your Google Drive. Just take photos of from your phone, save it on your Google Drive, and you can easily access those files here. All right. I hope that you do select this assignment because this will be fun, and I hope that I'll see your final work later on. All right. Bye, guys.